Video walk around of E93 convertible M3. Used car condition, okay. This needs to be polished accordingly. The rims need changing, tires probably need changing. These two fins at the side need changing. Interior reasonably good condition. Leather needs changing as well. Electronics so far they work. Convertible roof operation so far okay. Little bit dirty here and there. Some paint work scratches. Dirt over here. And moving on to the back. 这个你觉得要换吗？
这个不用换啊，
不用换哦。
这个不用换 ，polish 也可以看。这样问哪里？
This needs to be changed. Exhaust a little bit dirty looking. 看你讲那个 rubber 在哪里
？rubber 是这里上面关 roof 起来的时候看，等到关 roof 起来，
关 roof 起来，
这里要打脚吗
？So 这边要打小一点。
对。
Yep. Okay. Yep. Yep. Exterior so far, it's like that. Okay, some work to do. Of course, some work to do. It's a used car, 2009 or 2008. Yep. Closing. Engine still sounds good. V8. Let's see the roof operation in action. Okay, mechanisms work okay so far. Okay, there you go. So is this rubber thingies over here that need changing? This one is dry, then it's cracking. So here it's okay, but the whole strip needs to be changed just to be safe. On top, nothing to mention, pretty good. Okay, overall so far. Yep, this one's okay. That's it. Good morning guys, it's Chu Yang here, and today we'll be doing a full walk around of the E93 M3, and it's right there behind us. Let's take a closer look. On the exterior, I chose this Yas Marina blue color of the M2 and M4, I think. Yes, of the M4. Yeah, I think it's the color of the M4. F10, F10, I don't know what the code is for M4. I know the 3 series is F10. Wait, is it? No. 5 series is F10. Whatever, you know what I'm talking about. It's the generation after this. The M4 has this color. Okay? Sweet, simple. Let's keep it that way. Alright. Now, E93. E93 is a convertible version of the 3 series M3 Saloon, which is the E90, and the coupe version is the E92. This is the E93 convertible. I will show you the roof operation later. Now let's take a look at the wheels. The wheels is 19-inch rims. These are rims from the M4 as well, and I'm getting Pirelli P0 tires on them. Fantastic grip in wet weather, but in terms of performance, I know it's not the best. Alright, it's not the best compared to the Michelin PS4s. Yes, mainly those lah. I know there are some better performance tires, better grip, better, you know, overall dry grip performance, etc. But these are very well-rounded tires for me, especially if you drive in the rain. Yes, daily drive this, so I kind of have to make sure that it's rain capable. And in terms of road noise, not that much, it's alright, right? It's a tad bit quieter than the Michelin PS4s, I think, right? And yeah, so far they've been serving me very well. They were on my V40s before as well. Take a closer look. This car does have headlamp washers, and this is the classic, what they call angel eyes. So let me get the car started, then you can see it. Yes, as well as can hear the engine. Hold on, wait. Let's continue. Okay, so this is the angel eyes, what they call angel eyes headlamps with headlamp washers painted in black. You get the classic kidney grills over there, and the kidney grills I got them custom painted black as well. The outside border here is a little bit glossy, whereas the inside is painted in a matte black paint. Right, you get the BMW logo in front, and as well as on the hood you get these air vents painted in black gloss as well, and you get the power pimple. You can see this is what they call the power bulge. Compared to a standard 3 Series of this generation, the convertible or coupe, the non-M ones don't have the power bulge in the hood. And I think it's more marketing ploy than anything lah. They say that the engine is so powerful, so big, that you can't help but fit it with the regular hood. You can't fit it with the regular hood. You need a bulge in the hood to make sure that it can hold the engine. Some marketing ploy right there. Yep. You get the M, of course, the M Performance body kit. You can see it's aggressively styled, and very, very nice. You get the M3 logo at the side over here. Brake calipers, the previous owner changed it already. It is actually AP Racing, the I think AP 5000 or something like that. Yep, these are quite good brakes. Stopping power is excellent. Of these AP Racing ones. Okay, and of course the infamous black roof. It's a convertible ma. Of course it needs to be done like that. It's a convertible, come on guys. Yeah, so that really completes the convertible look of this car. Let's move on to the back. You can see the profile of this car is very low, very nice stance, very low. The wheels are spaced out a little bit, of course. I shared that in the previous video. And you get the very clean, a little bit slanting body line that goes from the back of the rear tail light. You see from here, right? This line cuts across over to complete this slight hook into the M3 emblem at the side, beautifully highlighting what this car is about. And if you look at the front, the hook of that, right, the shape of this, I mean, it's a very aggressive shape that completes the front package. Right, there's a lot of styling cues that build on top of this. On the bottom, you get that nice crisp line that goes there and disappears into the angle of the wheel, and one that goes slanting slightly up to create this wonderful shadow that is highlighted by this paint job. Right, this is why I like lighter paint job. You can highlight some of the things, especially since this is a pearlescent paint. Light reflects off of it very well, especially in nice sunlight. It reflects off of it very well and highlights all the individual character lines of this car fantastically. Side mirrors, you get the iconic M3 side mirrors as well. This is detached Right, this is not detached, so this is a nice design of the M car. Let's move on to the rear taillights. The taillights, okay lor, nothing much to shout about. It's classic BMW. A little bit round, a little bit squarish, rectangle, and nothing to shout about. I think it's okay. It doesn't look bad by all means, but does it look special at the back? Not really as well. Okay, you get the M3 emblem over here. The spoiler, I'm not sure if this is stock, right? Because the previous owner did change a little bit with this car, but I'm not sure if this is stock. This doesn't look stock, it looks a bit ugly. My complaint is that this part, right, if you look at this part, it doesn't extend out to this curvature line, so it's just like it looks weaker than it actually is. Right, it looks weaker than it actually is. So I'm trying to source for a spoiler that can fit this car. Paint it in black, put it on. It needs to be a little bit bigger, maybe double the height, or at least 1.5 times double the height. And then somewhere here, curve out, then it will look fantastic. Okay, you get the M Performance exhaust at the back. And of course, this is a 4-litre V8 engine, so the exhausts actually I don't think need to be changed, right? From driving it daily, driving it on our drives, more enthusiastic driving, I don't see a fault with these M Performance exhausts. Of course, they can be better, but do I really need that though? Yeah, don't know lah. For now, I think I'm very happy with that. You get the honeycomb grille over here. I don't know what's that for, presumably for aerodynamics, to complement as well the styling kit of the rear bumper. Very nice, very organically styled. It's not very, how to say, rigid, aggressive. It's a nice flow to it, but it does look reasonably angry, reasonably vicious. Enough for me, enough for my tastes, right? I am not someone that likes to go all out on aggressiveness. I like a little bit of subtle aggressiveness. I like a little bit of that vicious nature, but not too much. Too much, then it becomes very atuakao, right? As with every design principle. Okay, let's get the engine off so I can talk in the car without that loud burbling 414 horsepower, 400 newton meters of torque engine just like telling me to rev it to 8,300. Okay, let's get the roof down. Let me show you a few features of what I did to the car inside as a complete product already. The fantastic thing about reviewing convertibles is that you just need the key, press unlock, hold it there, and it will take 22 seconds for this car to fully get the roof deployed or get the top to be dropped. Drop the top, right? Fantastic. You can see the operation here. Okay, closing back in on itself and having a nice storage in the rear. Okay, so this is the interior of the car. Of course, it's a daily car, so please excuse the mess inside the car. Right, this is a Servotronic M steering wheel. You can see the M button over here. You can see that I rewrapped the steering wheel in half leather, half Alcantara. Fantastic for grip, totally fantastic for grip. I like things with texture, and I think texture is a very good subtle design cue, and that's why I chose Alcantara with leather and of course the proper M colored stitching. It's fantastic for grip lah. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, let's get in the car and show you inside. Okay. Alright, so sorry. Okay, so this is the instrument cluster. You get the speedometer on the left, tachometer on the right. This color here shows you how warm the engine is when you start it. It shows you how warm all the oils and everything are, how ready are you to rev out the car and drive. Okay, it shows you oil temperature here as well, and these are just nice visual indicators. And of course, this is both analog. This is an old car. Okay. Okay, let's close the door. You get speakers over here and over there. Of course, the main door panels have speakers as well. The sound system is actually pretty impressive for an 11-year-old car. Right. For the infotainment system and the center console, it is standard fare for BMW. Standard layout for BMW, you get the twin aircon vents over here and 2 on the sides over here. You get the iDrive infotainment system controls over here, and everything is laid out in buttons. In terms of fit and finish, it is actually quite plasticky. Alright, it's quite plasticky. You can feel stuff moving and being slowly deteriorated with age. This is the Drive Logic controller that I covered the use in my drive video. Basically, it sets how willing the car is to shift gears. Higher setting means the car is not willing to shift gears, and it basically revs out that gear more before it changes to another gear. You get the, I don't know what this thing is called, the heater thing. Then you can put this to basically charge your phone. And another interesting thing about this car is that because it is automatic, it is a 7-speed DCT, which is the dual clutch technology by BMW. Right now, so to go into drive, you whack it to the right. To go into reverse, you whack it to the left and then push. So this is in reverse. Yeah, something interesting about this car. And if you move it to the left just once, it is going into neutral. And you might ask, where is the parking button? So just put it to N and then stop the engine and press the key to move the key out, and that is basically it. Right? 3 buttons here is interesting because to pair with the 7-speed DCT, you get the power button, which increases throttle response and your revs. Basically gives you a better response for this naturally aspirated engine. Right? Higher response, a higher power, more sound, etc. Standard fanfare, but doesn't increase horsepower by a lot lah. I think virtually none. It's just throttle response. EDC is the electronic damper control. And the electronic damper control has 3 settings: basic versus I think it's comfort, sport, and sport plus, something like that lah. Okay, so once you start the car, it's automatically, let's try that. When you start the car, it's automatically in power and EDC at its firmest setting. This is the firmest suspension setting. So usually I can just drive in this or this, right? This is for really sporty driving, but then again, Penang roads, Malaysian roads in general, it's really not suitable for driving in the max firm setting. Right, as mentioned before, this is whack it to the right is to drive, and if I want to park the car, I just tap N, turn the engine off, and then take the key out. Just toggle it once. Now, interesting thing about the M button, right? The M button changes whatever setting you have to M mode driving, and you can set M mode driving from here, right? Menu, go to settings, and then go to M drive, right? And you can basically set, okay, drive logic, which is this, is at level 4, which is not really willing to change gears very frequently. You get the EDC in normal mode, which is 1 light, and The other mode is sport. Yes, so it's comfort, normal, and sport. Unchanged basically means that you stick with your current setting. Right, the DSC, which is the traction control, is in M dynamic mode, which allows you a little bit of slip and slide, but doesn't want you to die. Power Sport Plus, which is this, this is Sport Plus. If this is on, this is Sport Plus. Servotronic is the steering feel, the weight of it. You can change it to normal or sport. Sport will basically tighten up the steering. Yes, and shift lights is on the tachometer over here. Those dotted lines at the top is the tachometer. So let's give it a try. M button is on, and my settings have changed to power as well as EDC control to, I think this is normal. And then yes, you see MDM, that means it is on M dynamic mode. M button on, right? So very nice. It is almost equivalent to Porsche's sports response button. Fantastic, fantastic. In this car you also get a CD player, which is very much so out of date now. And a few weird things about this car is that you can change the aircon temperature here from cold to warm, but you also change the fan speed from low to high over here, as well as the aircon temperature here as well, individual to both climates, for the driver side as well as the passenger side. You get cup holders here and here. Why don't I show it here? Because this is like quite stuck. I need to change that. So a lot of things need to be changed still with this old car. You get a small storage compartment over here and side door bins that can basically fit nothing, unless like sunglasses, maybe sunglasses. Yeah, I put my sunglasses over here. Okay, so that's about it for the driver side. Let's go to the rear. I'm in the rear of the car, and for short distances, legroom is a little bit tight lah. I'm not gonna lie. This is how I'm seated. This seating position is what's comfortable for me as a driver, and it's okay. It's okay for short distances. Long distances, I wouldn't recommend it, especially if you're seating full-sized adults. Now, this chassis is based on the 3 Series. So this is, I think it should be 3 Series legroom lah. I'm not sure if 3 Series legroom is this tight for older generations, but yeah, it is okay for short distances. Long distances, you will feel a little bit uncomfortable as a full-size adult. For the rear seating position, it is a little bit upright. Yep, it's a little bit upright, but I don't really care about seating people in this car. I get the occasional passenger at the back, but other than that, not many people, or not many opportunities to use the back, so I just tend to use it as a storage space. You can see all the umbrellas and some gifts I have from Constant Gardener Coffee. Right, these are tea bags that no, coffee bags, filtered coffee bags. You just dip it in water and it works. Yeah, for cold brew, for office use, etc. Just get it from Constant Gardener Coffee. Shout out to Constant Gardener Coffee for being amazing. Okay, so you get this. Let me just move my stuff over there. You get this panel over here, which is broken. Oh, I just realized that as well. Oh shit. Okay, well, I guess it's gonna be like that forever. You get this little bit of a rubber mat over here, and you get this storage thing over here. You get rear aircon vents over here. You can change to this, etc. Okay, and that is basically the functionality of this cabin. I can get out of this car like this as well. Just stand up. Of course, not as comfortable as the Mercedes E-Class, because that's a little bit bigger. This is a little bit smaller, so I need to go into a little bit of a half squat position, then stand up and walk out. Still easy as that. In terms of the upholstery, I chose a orange color. This is my supplier's orange color. It looks a little bit cinnamon, a little bit desaturated cinnamon from BMW. Of course, I want a black contrast stitching over here to match with, of course, the black convertible roof and the M logo stitching here. I get a strip of black leather here to complement this strip of black leather here to complete the sporty looking seats, and of course everything is in contra stitching black, and even the door panel upholstery is in that theme as well, the whole thematic as well. Right, fit and finish, I wouldn't say it's fantastic, but then again, it's an 11-year-old car. All right, the plasticky bits are starting to give out. You see unevenness in the car here and there, but you know, things you have to live with when you can't afford a real M car, a modern age real M car. Okay, so that's the entire package of the car. Now you can see a very stark contrast between the calm blue, nice relaxing color, light and still a little bit more sporty, complementing with the orange interior. So the concept behind this is that I want a car that has contrast, punchy contrast, and the colors do actually mean something. The nice relaxing blue is symbolic. I'm a literature student. Symbolic of Penang's blue sea, beautiful blue skies, as you can see over there. And of course, the inside, the orange, reminds me of a sunset. So I shared this in Bing. I shared this with Bing. Yeah, I shared this with Bing the other day. The drop the top concept. It's basically for us to enjoy our local weather. It is an environment that I want to be in after work. I want to feel relaxed, yet feel like, okay, yeah, it gives me a very sunset kind of vibes to it, and that's why I love this color combination so much. You get the black top, convertible, it must be known that it's a convertible, a little bit of black stitching to accent the inside interior, and yeah, overall I'm very happy with this build. All right, there you go, and that's the E93 M3. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do remember to subscribe to us at Horizon, subscribe to my channel because most of you aren't. Thank you guys so much for supporting my journey so far, and of course, cheers guys, see you soon. Right, I forgot to show you guys one thing about this car, which is the boot. Right, let me show you the boot. As with hardtop convertibles, the boot has a cover. It is actually a very simple open, soft close as well. And this is the boot space. Boot space is nothing to shout out about. If you want the convertible roof down, you basically need this cover to latch onto this, which has a sensor. The sensor tells the car that the cover is on the boot, and the roof will basically fold over this and then close together, right? If I really needed boot space, I will of course remove all the junk in my car, and then I can maybe fit one medium-sized luggage. Yeah, the rest will have to go in front or the rear seats. Okay, so once this is down, this is soft close as well, so let me show you that. All right. Okay, there you go.